हाँ हाँ
हो गया सर लाइव?
हाँ लाइव है जी। Your internet connection is unstable.
Sir, we are live.
Okay, okay. So now I can start. Sir, very good evening to all the delegates gathered here today through webinar for discussion for rabies and anti-rabies vaccine. I thank each and every one of you for the esteemed presence at this occasion. Respected doctor, as you know that rabies is now how much fatal for us, and we all are aware that there is only prevention and cure. So need to improve awareness level at every age. Now I would like to welcome our respected Dr. Chitranjan Rai, who is a renowned physician and founder member of APCRI. He always care about the prevention from rabies and having very exhausted knowledge and experience about all kinds of vaccines. So now I am going to hand over the session to Dr. Chitranjan Rai. So sir, now you can start, sir. Thank you.
Very good evening to all delegates. I am Dr. Chitranjan Rai, ex-dean, ex-professor and head, community medicine, and practicing prevention of rabies, running an anti-rabies clinic since last 43 years. So, since 1980, I am involved in prevention, management of animal bites, and have experience of seeing thousands of patients of rabies, hydrophobia. There I used to find myself helpless. But previous days where only vaccine was nervous tissue vaccine. आप सभी जानते होंगे पेट में सुई पड़ती थी 14 सुइयां, और उनके भय से बहुत सारे लोग, so many people didn't take vaccine, and there were several deaths. Vaccine availability was a problem because by and large it was available in the government setting only. Very few centers across the country used to get vaccines from a few institutes who used to commercialize it and made it available to us. But when cell culture vaccine, it has revolutionized the treatment of animal bites. It was easier, 5-dose vaccines, and commercially available. So let us talk today about something, because today I am going to talk about the novel vaccine. A newcomer, because this 5-dose vaccine is available since commercially available every country since last 30 years or so, and for the last 20 years the nervous tissue vaccine has been banned, and it is not available in India, though in some countries, poor countries, it is still available. So today I am going, beforehand I will make you aware that today I am going to talk about a new vaccine, a novel vaccine with less doses. So as an introduction, something about rabies. As you are all aware that what is rabies, what is hydrophobia, And to start with, as people know about rabies, it is a zoonotic disease. It is not the disease of the mankind. It is not the disease of the mankind. It is the disease of animal kind. So, from the animal kingdom, the disease is accidentally transmitted to human beings. And as we know, dog is one who is always proximate to human beings for many reasons. Because dog also like the company of human beings. People also keep dogs for their safety, for their guard, and street dogs are also there. It is not desired, but still they are available throughout the street, and people feed them. Always, people always like that. What I know that it was a multi-centric survey, and 21 centers were selected for Bihar and Jharkhand. Darbhanga Medical College as one of the center, and I was the investigator. Final result came, and rabies is 100% disease. Still, should be aware that it is 100%. So, if you know, I have told you about the rabies vaccine, the history of rabies vaccine. So, the first thing which came by experiment of posture. 400 years back, which statue is still there in the Pasteur Institute, France. And thereafter, suckling mouth press vaccine, avian vaccines like chikungunya and dengue vaccines, they came, but they were obsolete. And later on, the cell culture vaccine, which is now a current vaccine, was invented, and the first vaccine was human deployed cell culture vaccine. And thereafter, other cells like vero cell, like purified chick embryo cell, purified duck embryo cell, hamster kidney cells, these vaccines were commercially available, and that made the treatment of dog bite, prevention of rabies more safe, more guaranteed, and these vaccines were supposed to be more immunogenic, more potent, and that has a revolution in prevention and management of animal bites. Because you see that 30,000 deaths were reported, but after the cell culture vaccine were available, we made a survey that the deaths from rabies was 20,000 in India. Globally, it was 59 or 60,000. So what happened? That this vaccine, which was intramuscular vaccine, 5 doses vaccine, the cell culture vaccine, and 5 doses. Later on, when we found that the intramuscular can be converted into intradermal because of economy, so it came into 4 visits rather than 5 visits. Because it was 0, 3, 7, 14, and 28 initially. So we came into intradermal, but 4 visits. But what we found, that even that compliance coming for 5 days was very cumbersome. So what happened? That new vaccine, which is G protein vaccine, came into existence. And it is only 3 doses where in the clinical trial it was proved that even 3 doses can be more potent, more safe, and equally effective what was there in the 5 doses. So, because it is not a cell culture vaccine, but it is a sub-unit vaccine, and as you all know, sub-unit vaccines is more potent than the cell culture vaccine. So this vaccine, 3 doses, 0, 3, 7, 3 doses vaccine. And that vaccine came out with the research where it was the VLP technology. VLP technology, G protein, is difficult to stabilize. G protein isolation using VLP technology, purified and stabilized by pharmaceuticals. Cadila Pharmaceutical is pioneering it. And this VLP, similar to native vaccine, particles, and fortunately they do not contain any viral genome. So they are capable of introducing a strong humoral and cellular immune response. So this vaccine is antigenically safe, antigenically potent, and well used. This, as you know, this novel recombinant rabies G protein vaccine, a BLP based rabies vaccine, was proved to be a very potent vaccine, and that was published in APCRI journal. You know that APCRI is a foundation. APCRI is a platform where it is a national platform which is recognized by WHO. WHO recognized it, and we have got, initially we have got from this APCRI, where I am the founder member. We have founded out this body, where I am also the advisor, national consultant, where we have got the first WHO trial, and that WHO trial, WHO acknowledged APCRI, Association for Prevention and Control of Rabies in India, which has given all facilities, all funding for research in the field of rabies. So, clinical trial has shown a very good result using three dose schedule. And in, you know that the third clinical study phase, where safety and immunogenicity of a novel 3-dose recombinant nanoparticle rabies G protein vaccine administered as simulated post-exposure immunization, a randomized, comparator, controlled, multi-center phase 3 clinical trial proved its safety and its efficacy. So, randomized comparative control trial study was done in 800 subjects. And randomization was 2:1. So, it was compared with the 0, 3, 7, 14 and 21 day schedule of the cell culture vaccine. And for the reference, it was the cell culture vaccine, brand name was Rabipur. To demonstrate non-inferiority of the test vaccine to comparator vaccine. So comparator vaccine were the cell culture vaccines, and the test vaccine is the G protein vaccine. And it was found that subjects with seroprotection at 14 days post first dose, that rabies virus neutralizing antibody titer is equal to or more than 0.5 IU per ml. And this was the primary objective, and secondary objective was to the subjects with seroconversion, seroprotection at day 42 post first dose of test vaccine, safety by study of safety by monitoring subjects, even those who have got the adverse events. I'm happy to inform you that the results were consistent across different age groups and genders. So, observed difference 1.52%, 95% confidence level, 0.82% to 4.17, with a pro-specific margin of -4%. Non-inferiority of seroconversion, primary endpoint day 14 and 42 were met. Test and comparator are identical, and seroprotection rate both on day 14 and 42. And has got a better safety profile, as significant as comparator vaccine. So, without going into details, I am coming down to the conclusion of the study. The vaccine for which I am talking about, the G protein vaccine, was found to be non-inferior to the reference vaccine, non-inferior to the reference vaccine. And it was also found that it is less adverse, it has got less adverse effect compared to the reference vaccine. Novel 3-dose rabies was found to be safe and immunogenic, and was comparable to 5 doses of WHO pre-qualified rabies vaccine. Similarly, the Golden Globe Tigers Malaysia Award for Innovative Product of the Year was given to this product. And also the Economic Times has awarded medal to the Kerala Pharmaceutical for this. So by this study, and you know that the APCR, for which I am a founder life member, we have carried out the study, both the 2003 study and 2017 study, which was WHO sponsored study, was conducted where I was also one of the investigators. In 2003 study, which was a multi-centric study, and the country was divided into 21 centers. For Bihar and Jharkhand, Darbhanga Medical College was the center, and where I was the investigator. For 2017 study, where we have not seen the burden, rather we have seen the existing problems, their solutions, availabilities, the cold chain system. You know that whatever rabies, whatever vaccine failure means, जिन लोगों में rabies vaccine के बाद, सीरम के बाद भी अगर rabies की बीमारी हो जाती है जो कि 100% घातक है, तो उसके कारण क्या है? क्या कोल्ड चेन सिस्टम हमारा अच्छा नहीं है? क्या वैक्सीन हम सही से नहीं दे पाते हैं, सही से नहीं रख पाते हैं? क्या हमको जो रेबीज इम्यूनोग्लोबिन लगानी है उसको सही से रखते नहीं है, उसका कोल्ड चेन सही से मेंटेन नहीं होता है, या उसको सही जगह नहीं लगा पाते हैं? 2017 study was basically to see the problem after say about 15 years of the first study, which was a burden study, and thereafter उसके बाद हम लोगों ने रेबीज के का जो बचाव का जो बाइट्स के केसेस, कुत्ते, शियार, बंदर, जानवरों के काटने का इलाज, पेट की सुइयां बंद कर हम लोगों ने बाम की सुई शुरू कर दी। तो फिर देखना था 2017 में कि फलाफली कितना निकल रहा है। तो उसमें हमारा पूरे बिहार और इस हम पूर्वी भारत 6 जगहों में इसको विभाजित किया गया, और हम समझते हैं कि पूर्वी भारत के लिए मैंने एक ट्रायल किया था, और फिर नॉर्थ ईस्ट से कोई केस ऐसा नहीं मिला, तो फिर नॉर्थ ईस्ट का कोटा भी मैंने ही पूरा किया था। तो आई हैव बीन डूइंग whatever best for rabies, and I thank the people, Cadila Pharma, for coming out with a novel vaccine, which is a abbreviated short-term regimen where we can go with the 3 doses, and virtually the result will be the same. We will be protected, and the cost will be less because of less visit, though the product cost may be a little bit higher, but coming the patients from their homes to the center for treatment is again that cost is also calculated. तो मेरे समझ से ये अच्छा प्रोडक्ट है, और मैं धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूं। तो ये थेरेविस के निर्माताओं का, जिन्होंने 037 डोज लेकर के वैक्सीन आए हैं और अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं। थैंक यू वेरी मच। थैंक यू दिस प्रोटीन जी वैक्सीन व्हिच हैज since its introduction has saved so many lives. We are supporting it, we are giving it. Thank you very much. If any question is there, you come out with the question.
Sir, good evening. Sandeep here, sir, from head office. कैसे हैं sir? How are you? Good to see you, sir.
Fine.
नमस्कार sir.
नमस्कार।
सर हम लोग APCRI में मिले थे. Thank you so much for visiting our Cadila stall and giving us lot of feedback regarding rabies. So बहुत अच्छा लगा sir. Just now Mr. Avinash ji said that I should also join sir. For your information, आज के दिन में सर पूरा almost 54 webinars हमारे हो रहे हैं ईस्ट में और साउथ जोन में सर, और लास्ट वीक में we have completed for north zone and west zone. So this is, as you rightly mentioned sir, Cadila Pharmaceutical is completely dedicated towards government initiative of eradicating rabies from India from by 2030. So ये हमारा सर एक थोड़ा सा छोटा सा एक प्रयास है और उस पे हम लोग काम कर रहे हैं, and thank you so much for joining us in this journey. आपका प्रेजेंटेशन मैंने सुना सर, बिकॉज ऑफ योर एक्सपीरियंस ओनली आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड कि जो आपका रेबीज में एक्सपीरियंस है सर, वही आपने अभी बताया. सो थैंक यू सो मच फॉर योर काइंड वर्ड्स व्हाट यू सेड अबाउट कैडिला, एंड वी आर रियली डेडिकेटेड विद द हेल्प ऑफ रेबीज एंड द डॉक्टर एमिनेंट डॉक्टर सपोर्ट फ्रॉम योर साइड. डेफिनेटली वी विल डू वेल इन कमिंग डेज सर. सर एक दो क्वेश्चंस आए हैं कुछ डॉक्टर्स के रिगार्डिंग. वन इज रिलेटेड टू rabies. What are symptoms, sign and symptoms of rabies? So अगर थोड़ा सर आप इसमें बता सकते हैं तो प्लीज गाइड अस, क्या साइन एंड सिम्टम्स है rabies के?
So we at least today perhaps you are not prepared, so I would have shown the video also.
Okay sir.
But I can tell that rabies is basically a disease of animals which I have repeatedly told. जानवरों की बीमारी है
जी सर.
और आदमी में एक्सीडेंटली होता है, उनको काट लेता है, उनके खरोच लगाते हैं, उनको स्क्रैचेस करते हैं, तो इनको बीमारी हो सकता है. और बीमारी होने के बाद रेबीज में हम लोगों का ज्यादातर वो दो तरह से हमारा प्रेजेंटेशन होता है. एक तो ज्यादा कॉमन प्रेजेंटेशन जो है वो हाइड्रोफोबिया का प्रेजेंटेशन है, और दूसरा जो लेस कॉमन है वो पैरालिटिक का है.
जी सर.
तो उसको इसीलिए हम लोग इसको हाइड्रोफोबिया के नाम से भी, रेबीज का मतलब अगर हम कहते हैं तो मालूम होता है कि रेबीज मतलब ये एक जानवर में रेबीज, और जब हम हाइड्रोफोबिया कहते हैं तो हम लोग समझते हैं कि आदमी में रेबीज है. तो हाइड्रोफोबिया एक ऐसा है कि पानी को देखते ही जो विक्टिम है उनको डर लगता है. तो एक स्पेसिफिक ये जो सिचुएशन है, क्योंकि रेबीज जो है वो न्यूरो एक वायरस के चलते होता है और एक न्यूरोलॉजिकल डिजीज है। ये रेबीज वायरस जो है एक स्लो एक्टिंग वायरस है, जो कि अगर हमारे पेरिफेरल नर्व से अगर हमारे ब्रेन में चले गए और ब्रेन में जाकर वो फिर हमको अटैक कर दिए, तो फिर हमको वाइड स्प्रेड एन्केफेलाइटिस हो जाता है। और उस वाइड स्प्रेड एन्केफेलाइटिस के चलते
जी सर,
हमारा जो है वो जो सेंटर है, जो कि जिसके बारे में हम स्पेकुलेट करते हैं कि वो पॉन्स में है, यहाँ से कि फिर हमको पानी का जो है वो स्पेसिफिक इसी में होता है कि इवन द साइट ऑफ वाटर के बाद पेशेंट चौंक जाता है, पेशेंट बिल्कुल चौंक जाता है। और अगर पानी भी उसको स्प्रिंकल करते हैं तो वो बिल्कुल मतलब टॉलरेट नहीं, इंटॉलरेबल हो जाता है। ठीक है, उसको साथ हाइड्रोफोबिया के साथ साथ उसको फोटोफोबिया, यूरोफोबिया, रोशनी से डर, हवा से डर लगता है। और अगर हवा का एक झोंका, अगर आपको कोई भी डाउट हो कि ये हाइड्रोफोबिया है या ऐसे भी हो रहा है, तो फिर आप उनको पंखा करिए और पंखा करने के बाद आपको हवा से वो पेशेंट चौंक जाएंगे और हवा को बिल्कुल टॉलरेट नहीं करेंगे, कहेंगे हम मर जाएंगे, हमको आप छोड़ दीजिए। तो अनफॉर्चुनेट है, बहुत ही पेनफुल डेथ होता है, क्योंकि इसमें पेशेंट कोमा में जाने के बाद तुरंत उसका डेथ हो जाता है और पेशेंट कोमा से पहले बिल्कुल अवेयर रहता है और वो समझता है कि हमें हाइड्रोफोबिया हो गया और उसको इस बात की जानकारी हो जाती है कि हम नहीं बचेंगे। तो इस तरह का डेथ इतना पेनफुल है और उसकी एक्टिविटी भी उसी आदमी की, उसी जानवर की तरह, कुत्ते की तरह उसकी एक्टिविटी भी चालू हो जाती है। तो एक कॉमन प्रेजेंटेशन है जिसमें कि मुश्किल से हम लोग अगर उसको कुछ ट्रीटमेंट भी डालते हैं तो 3-4 दिन से ज्यादा उसको नहीं बचा सकते हैं। इंटेंसिव केयर यूनिट में अगर रखा गया है तो जो लोग वैक्सीन लिए हुए थे उसी तरह के केसेस ग्लोबली कुछ पेशेंट बचे हैं जिसका जिक्र हमारे लिटरेचर में, हमारे टेक्स्ट बुक में आया है। लेकिन वैसा जिंदगी बेकार का जिंदगी है, क्योंकि वो लोग जो बचे हुए हैं वो सारे के सारे इतने न्यूरोलॉजिकल डिफिसिट से सफर कर रहे हैं कि वो उनका जिंदगी कोई जिंदगी नहीं है। इसलिए हम लोग मान के चलते हैं कि ये 100% फैटल डिजीज है टिल डेट, और इसके लिए हमें कभी भी शंका नहीं रखनी है दिमाग में, और तुरंत रेबीज के लिए चिकित्सालय में जाकर के जो सुजोगी चिकित्सक हैं उनसे इसका बचाव, इसका इलाज, कभी भी एनिमल बाइट हो, कभी भी कोई जानवर काटे, कुत्ता काटे, बिल्ली काटे, सियार काटे, बंदर काटे, कोई भी जानवर काटे, क्योंकि सभी गर्म खून वाले जानवर रेबीज से आपको ग्रसित करा सकते हैं। इसीलिए अविलंब इसमें कोई रिस्क नहीं लेकर के आप सिम्टम जान लिए हैं, सिम्टम का इंतजार के बाद कुछ नहीं हो सकता है, आप तुरंत बहते हुए पानी से, साबुन पानी से घाव को धोइए और तुरंत चिकित्सक से संपर्क करिए वैक्सीन और सीरम के लिए।
राइट, thank you sir. Sir, as I told you, there are many webinars are going on, so I'll just leave this webinar and I have to join some other places also. But before I leave this webinar, and I think Shishir can continue, and we would really like to listen from you. आपका जो in clinic experience है sir, जो participant है हमारे उनके लिए अच्छा रहेगा. But I wish you, I thank you from my core of my heart and entire Cadila Pharmaceutical side. Thank you so much for sparing your time, sir. Over to you, Shishir. आप कंटिन्यू रखिए सर के साथ. I have to join some other webinar also. नमस्कार सर. Once again,
नमस्कार.
Thank you so much, sir. Yes, Shishir. Okay, over to you.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So, first of all, many Chittaranjan Rai for their valuable speech, which was very presentable and massive. It is clear that 3-dose rabies vaccine is more effective as compared to 5-dose vaccine available in the market. On behalf of Cadila Pharmaceuticals and Rabies, I thank you all for taking time out from your busy schedule to be a part of this webinar. Your presence has certainly enriched and elevated the stature of this meeting. Kindly continue your valuable support for TREVI, which is first time 3-dose anti-rabies vaccine. Thank you again. Thank you, sir.